Hello everyone, Bloodborne, let's begin. The game starts with a cutscene that explains nothing. We don't know who we are, what are we doing here, all we know is that we have to kill monsters. I will talk about Bloodborne's lore and plot when we will meet one boss. But before that, we will get killed by this dog, and after that we will be teleported in a hunter's dream, in which we will pick our weapons. I took cleaver and a small pistol and got my revenge on this dog. After that we have to run away from this army of mutated people, and oh boy, if you thought that in Dark Souls 2 there are a ton of mobs everywhere, you probably never played Bloodborne. After getting wrecked a few times and farming for a while, I found this drip and it's time for the first boss in this game. Meet Cleric Beast, and what can I say about him? He's just an asylum demon but skinny and much faster, and he also screams almost non-stop. If you never played Bloodborne, I would highly recommend you to buy or farm molotovs and just throw them at him. And also I would recommend to start the game with cleaver, because this weapon does bonus damage to beast type of enemy. And trust me, there are a lot of beast enemies in this game. For me, Bloodborne was the last From Software game I played, and I killed him on my first try. But I won't deny that he is pretty good and fun boss, despite the fact that camera angle in this game suck ass. And most of the time all you will see is a huge boss ass. I also think that he is the second best tutorial boss in FromSoft games, and that he has one of the best themes in all FromSoft games. After getting lost a few times, I meted other boss, which also can be your tutorial boss if you are very lucky. Okay, who even is Father Gascoigne? He, just like us, is a hunter, and in my opinion he has one of the most fucked up story in this game. After every hunt he was slowly losing his sanity, and only one tiny music box could bring his sanity back. But one day, when he was missing for a while, his wife forgot to bring it with her and he killed her. This is the official lore we know about him from Bloodborne players, but I really don't think that it's true. Because if you look very closely to his wife, you can see that she has a small hole in her body. And as a reminder, Gascoigne uses axe and a shotgun that just won't be able to do such a small damage to her body. If you look very carefully, she looks like as if she was shot with a small pistol or was stabbed by a small knife. You might ask, who shot her or who stabbed her? Well, maybe it were people who were killed by Gascoigne in the beginning of cutscene. He saw how his wife was killed by Yarnan people and went on a rampage, and when he killed last one of them, we meet him. But again, it's just my theory. As a boss, he's overrated as fuck. Many people say that he is the hardest non-tutorial boss in FromSoft games, but I think that Pursuer is much harder. In first phase you can just easy parry him. Second phase is basically the same, but in third phase he will fully mutate and will run you down. On my first playthrough I died to him twice, mainly because of these stupid graves that just won't let you use jump properly, and while you are stuck he will wombo combo you. But just like Cleric Beast, just throw molotovs at him and GG. After you kill him, you can visit his daughter and...
This is not okay.
After him I decided to visit Old Yarnam, and this place is just nuts design wise. Basically in this place almost everyone non-stop mutated, and after a while Healing Charge decided to burn this place to ashes. In this place we will be challenged by this guy with minigun, and oh my god, I hate this guy so much. Not only we are surrounded by this army of mutants, but also we are non-stop getting shot by this asshole. And oh my god, I hate fighting hunters so much in this game. They unironically take less damage than bosses. Anyway, after a while I finally found my next prey, Blood-Starving Beast, and this boss is a huge joke, both lore and gameplay wise. In 2 words, he was a regular sacred who prayed to Chalice, and after a while he mutated and now he wants to eat our blood. By the way, only on replay I realized that he has a face. Gameplay wise he is also meh. Fire pepper, molotov and oil is very effective against him, but in his final form he will poison you, and if you don't have enough antidote you are just dead. But if you have it, you can easily run him down. Yes, I died to him once, but it was just unlucky. After we kill him, he will give us his chalice, and about chalice. Oh my god, this is such a dumb place. Oh my god, like the only reason to even visit Chalice is to get OP rune materials or to get your weapons on plus 10. Because in base game there is only one bloody rock, and big thank you Hidetaka, you are such a kind person for that. Ironically, if you like Chalice, you probably like when someone hits you in the balls. After I killed him, I wanted to visit Amelia, but on my way to her, I was kidnapped by this guy, and I for a while had to explore this location. After a while, I realized that it's a very, very bad idea and went for Amelia. Amelia is basically a second vicar of Healing Church. The first one was Lawrence, but we'll talk about him in DLC. After he died, she was ruling the church, but in the end, just like everyone who once consumed holy blood, she mutated in this creation. Amelia gameplay-wise is basically a disabled copy of Cleric Beast. Like, they almost look the same, but she's a female dog. But despite being a pretty cheap copy, design-wise, she's still a fun boss to fight, not gonna lie. If you have a fire pepper, cleaver and beast pellet, and if you focus her hands, you can run her down, but you have to be very careful because at some point she can start to heal, and if you quickly don't stop her, she will full health. Overall, I like this boss, but there is one thing I want to say. Why are you screaming so fucking loud? Are you getting penetrated by BBC while you are fighting me, or what the fuck is wrong with you? After we kill her, we will touch Lauren's school and there will be a cutscene, and after that you somehow should understand that somewhere is a secret path to a forbidden wood. And even if you follow this path, you won't be able to enter inside because you simply don't know the password. But after you kill Amelia and after you touch the school, you will know a password and you will be able to enter Forbidden Woods. And oh my god, is there even one person who found about that on his own? I really don't think so. This is the best place to farm heals and bullets in this game, and when I played this game for the first time, I spent a lot of time here. But it was not just because of farm, but also it was because this is super confusing and a huge place, and you can easily get lost there. After a while, I somehow managed to find the next boss, Shadows of Yarnam. The personal guards of Yarnam Queen that died, or I really don't know what happened to her a long time ago. Shadows are your average boss that will be basic mobs in the end of the game, but there is an interesting thing about them. They are able to summon snakes, and just like Orochimaru can grow snakes from their body, and basic mobs can do that. And the answer to that it's well, not that obvious. Originally there was supposed to be a giant snake, but for some reason it was removed from this game. Well, kinda. We can see a smaller versions of it on our way to Shadows. And by the way, oh my god, the road to Shadows is just nuts. It ironically takes more time to go to them than the fight itself. On my first playthrough, I easily killed them on my first attempt, but this time I got killed a few times. The main problem is that you have to fight 1 against 3 of them, and most of the time you are just running around and are trying your best to kill one of them as fast as possible. I know many people prefer to kill dude with sword, but I always go for fireball user because he's the most annoying one from them. Oh yeah, don't even dare to hit them separately because they all can go in their third phase if you do that, and you will lose 100%. But as long as you focus and kill one of them, you are good to go. After them, I decided to visit witches, and what can I say about them? Holy moly, is there even one person who died on this fight? If yes, then how drunk you were while you were fighting them? After this abomination, I decided to meet Rome. And her lore is pretty interesting, not gonna lie. Basically, there was this guy named William, who was Lawrence's teacher, and he was the one who sent his students in Chalice, because he wanted to evolve humankind, and then after a few things happened, and Lawrence left at him, and after a while he found 1/3 of umbilical cord and started to conduct experiments on his students, and mutated them in these spider fly things. And most importantly, he managed to create the first artificially created great one, but unfortunately she's brain dead. Fun fact, this is Miyazaki's most favorite boss. Rom as a boss is ultra annoying. On her own, she can't do anything. She'll just teleport away from you or will stay still and do nothing. But you'll be chased by this armada of spiders, and while you are busy with them, you will hear a tiny voice, and after that you will receive a meteorite on your head. Many people suggest to kill small spiders first, and this is the dumbest thing you can make in this fight. In this fight, you should fully ignore small spiders and only focus on Rom with fast attacks, but don't stay still. Hit her a few times and the move or small spiders will eat you alive. And yeah, just hit, run, run, and you will win. After we kill her, our character will see a queen of Ptumer race. They were way before humans and were something like servants for the Great Ones. And after that we will see Red Moon and we'll start to hear a kid cry. After that we will be able to see Amygdala and once again we will be teleported in Yargul's unseen village. After walking for a while, I meted Paul and he has one of the funniest lore in this game. Basically there was a dude named Archibald and was something like Nikola Tesla on crack. He always wanted to create electricity and instead of doing science he realized that a few beasts can produce lighting and decided to adopt one of them and gave him a huge steroid. And in the end he got Electro Dildo, which is an absolute win in my opinion. And as a boss he is just a joke. This time I killed him unreasonably fast. Now it's time for the one reborn. He without a doubt has pretty cool cutscene, but he's just like Gaping Dragon from Dark Souls 1. And you know what Gaping Dragon was. Many people while making guides about him say that he's just like Tower Knight and you should hit grandmas first, but this is the dumbest thing you can make against him. Just use lightning pepper and beast pellets and hit his legs 2 or 3 times one by one and he won't be able to move. Yes, this time I fucked up a bit and he didn't instantly die and even moved his arms for a while, but trust me, he can't even move if you do this fight properly. After running for a while and after a few teleports, I visit Nightmare of Mensis, which is under Mikolaj's control. Mikolaj is a very strange dude. He wanted to be the great one and when Amygdala offered him to visit Nightmare, he got a huge boner and teleported himself and his friends inside a nightmare. What even is Nightmare or a hunter's dream? Well, it's very complicated and I'm not sure either, but I will try to explain. Basically, both of them are something like pocket dimensions that were created by Amygdala and the Moon Presence for different reasons. This place can be identical copy of a place that existed in real life, and even impossible things can be real. For example, the doll in Hunter's Dream in reality is just a doll with Lady Maria's face, but in a Hunter's Dream she's a living and thinking being that can speak and think. I will add a few things about Hunter's Dream when we meet German as a boss, but for now let's talk about Mikolaj. And what can I say about him?
I don't think you have any idea how fast I really am. I'm fast as fuck, boy.
Oh my lord, Gwyn, this is such a brain-dead boss. I don't even want to rage about him. He is just so bad. Oh my god. You don't even fight him most of the time, you just non-stop chase him and you have to hope that you will lure him in the right room, in which you can start to beat the shit out of him. But in this area he will get help from his dolls, which can be very annoying. But the best thing starts when he loses half of his health. He will disappear and you once again have to chase this asshole for a while and hope that you will lure him in the right place. And even if you do lure him in his actual area, he will spam his magic attacks that can full HP one-shot you. And after thinking for a while, I had an idea. If a game will look at me as if I am a piece of shit, I will do the same. So I just stood still and threw at him poison daggers until he died. I mean, what? You expected me to chase him for 5 minutes only to get one-shotted? Really? After that I decided to visit his sugar daddy, but holy moly, the road to him is just nuts. Not only you have to find a specific amygdala that will teleport you in his dimension, the road to him is also super long and annoying. Amygdala as a boss is a huge joke. He will hit you with his arms, sometime will pew pew you will lasers or will do one big laser beam and will try to grab you sometime. And also camera in this fight, oh my god, don't even dare to look against him or you will die over and over. Because you simply won't be able to see most of his moves and all you will see is just his huge ass. Well, okay, his small ass, but who cares. Yeah, I got killed once, but can someone please tell me what killed me? After I killed him, I remembered about the other optional bosses and I decided to visit them. The first one will be these things. I won't talk much about them gameplay wise because it's just a rat army from Dark Souls 2 but much weaker. Instead focus on their story, lore and theories. Okay, so we know that Celestials are just a mutated humans that were created by humans. And I always had a question why they did that, but then I realized according to their achievements they are great ones and as you probably know, Holy Blood is a blood of great ones that was found in Tumer's chalice. And for a while this blood was enough for a whole city but then it just wasn't enough and Church started to kidnap kids and mutate them in these creations. Yes, they all are kids because if you look at their size, they really look like a small kids. And also in DLC we have adult ones that were mutated from adults. And also their arena looks like a small garden which looks very sus, not gonna lie. After them, I, on my own, found the entrance for the next boss. I knew that in order to access the fight I had to break a window, but I didn't know that it was this one. And I was really bored and I hit this window and it disappeared. Yeah, I was right. Now it's time for Ebraitas and now there will be a big amount of lore. When William ordered his students to explore Chalice, one of them named Lawrence found this creation named Ebraitas. She was somehow captured and then Lawrence conducted experiments on her. After a while he learned that her blood can cure all disease and wanted to cure humanity from all sickness. But William very quickly realized that it was a very bad idea and said to Lawrence that he will fuck up in the end, but Lawrence showed him middle finger and created the healing charge because he saw in this blood a savior. For a while this thing was very successful and even people from other countries just like our main character wanted to get cured. But very soon people realized that the more blood you use, the faster you will mutate in monster. German was the first person who decided to kill mutants and while others were busy with their duty, he and his students killed the monsters in the night one by one. But after one accident, he was missing for a while. Church created their own hunters that were led by Ludwig, but in the end everything got fucked up and many people, including hunters, mutated or were killed. Ebrita somehow managed to escape and now we will have to fight her. She has a very sad story, but as a boss she's well, okay I guess. Many people call her the hardest main game boss, but I really don't think so. Even on my first playthrough I killed her on my third try. Just spam quick hits and she won't be able to do much. Oh yeah, just like Amygdala, don't you even dare to lock on her or you will lose 100%. The only dangerous move she has is laser beam and I didn't kill her on my first try because I thought that she was about to use lasers. And because of that I made a very dumb mistake. After that I decided to kill Mergo and on my way to her we will once again meet Queen Yarnam. And I will be completely honest with you, I have no idea what she is, what happened to her, which great one impregnated her, or what even happened to her. Now it's time for Mergo, and once again I have no clue what Mergo even is. I even saw a few videos about her and I still don't get what she is. Yeah, I guess she's one great babysitter or oh my god, I don't even want to talk about this. As a boss, she is a huge joke. The dumbest thing you can make against her is to stay still and be passive. But if you push her, you can just run her down. Oh yeah, also there are people who make fun of Dark Souls 3 and call it a R1 spam simulation and sorry, what is Bloodborne other than R1 spam simulation? After we kill her, we will get 1/3 of an umbilical cord. With this thing, William mutated her student in Spider and also German meted the moon presence. After you teleport in Hunter's Dream, the house will be on a fire for some reason. and you can fight German, but this DLC and Logarios will be in the next video, so I will see you next time and bye bye.